Well, we can speak now to Ambassador Dr. Omar Awad-Allah, who is the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs in the Palestinian Authority. He joins us now from Ramallah. Thank you very much indeed for taking the time to speak to us, what I'm sure is a very busy day for you. A lot has happened. I just want to ask you whether you anticipated that a deal would indeed be reached, or did this news take you by surprise?
Thank you for having me. No, we are optimistic. We were optimistic that the deal will happen because we've been waiting for this moment for 2 years. That is our priority, to halt and to stop this war immediately, and now we have it, to stop the famine, man-made famine by Israel, and to stop the forcible transfer, and to protect our people, including the release of the prisoners and the captives in a way or another. So I think we were optimistic, and we were ready for this moment and looking forward. We felt that with the presence of all those in Sharm el-Sheikh, especially our brothers in Egypt, adding to this the Prime Minister of Qatar, the head of intelligence from Turkey, adding to this to Mr. Witkoff and Kushner, we thought and we knew that the deal will be there.
Indeed, and as you mentioned, a lot of parties were involved. You mentioned some of the people there: Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, senior officials from Egypt, Qatar, Turkey. You haven't mentioned the Hamas chief negotiator, Khalil al-Hayya, who, of course, was the target of an assassination attempt by Israel in Doha last month. I mean, he must have been under enormous pressure. I mean, given this climate of mistrust, you know, negotiating, albeit indirectly, with people who try to assassinate you. I mean, how do you think he got on?
Actually, as I said, I'm not a spokesperson of Hamas, but nonetheless, what Israel did by attacking Qatar is a violation of international law, and for sure, all those who went to negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh, in Egypt, direct or indirect, they did not conduct these negotiations because they trust Netanyahu and his team. They went because the Americans are the guarantor. The plan is American. The American representation is there. The mediator, the main mediator, is the American. And we think that we all were looking at this deal because the Americans are there, and they are going to impose on Israel the conditions and to accept the deal that Mr. Trump came up. No one is there because of Israel, or they trust Israel, or they have good relations with Israel. No one trusts Netanyahu and his team because they broke the deal before, unfortunately, at the beginning of this year. So the idea is about the genuine process and efforts by the American administration, and mainly the President of the United States. That's why the teams are there in Sharm el-Sheikh, not because Netanyahu is a man of trust or a man of his word.
Let's talk a bit about your vision for all the Palestinian territories, Gaza included. I mean, there is this plan for a technocratic Palestinian committee who will hand over power to the Palestinian authorities. What's your vision for how Gaza will be governed in the future?
You know, actually, we had our vision since the day one. This is a Palestinian territory. Those are our people. The cause is Palestinian. We are the sole representative of the Palestinian people. We had our plan. The plan became an Egyptian-Palestinian plan. Then it became the Arab-Islamic plan for recovery and reconstruction of Gaza. We added to that the governance and the security aspect for the governing Gaza and to provide services to Gaza. We've been providing all the services to Gaza, and exclusively actually in water, education, energy, health, relief. All of this is our duty as a Palestinian government. So now we're talking about a technocratic committee that is under the Palestinian Authority, with the help and with the direct connection with the legitimate Palestinian representative of the Palestinian people, which is the PLO and the Palestinian Authority. So this technocratic government we will ask for an international stabilization mission to assist us and to support our security and our governmental body in Gaza up until we have the ability to rule and to have the security fully in Gaza Strip by the invitation of the Palestinian government, by the invitation of the Security Council. We will be calling for this mission to assist the Palestinians to stabilize the situation in Gaza Strip because now there is a lot of need. While there is all the infrastructure is destroyed, there is no place to stay. A lot of things need to be done. So this is technocratic or administrative committee that can be established after the ceasefire, and now we have the ceasefire, so we can discuss the names of those technocratic personnel. And the Arab Islamic plan itself, it has this aspect in it. So nothing new. We were ready for this, and we're ready for the day after, actually, after all of this, because this is only the beginning toward reunifying Gaza with the West Bank under the legitimate authority of the Palestinian leadership. Adding to this, we will go for elections. Adding to this, we will be talking about implementing New York Declaration, about the implementation of the two-state solution, where we have the state of Palestine and the rights of the Palestinian people to be implemented and materialized.
Yeah, and Dr. Awad-Allah, you just raised a point there, and I want to ask you, does it feel like today we're a step closer towards a two-state solution than we did yesterday?
I think yes, and this we can add the plan of Mr. Trump to all the old efforts and all initiatives, including the recognitions, including the New York Declaration, the conference about the peaceful settlements of the question of Palestine. This initiative by the American president can be part of all these efforts toward implementing the two-state solution. And adding to this, that the declaration itself, New York Declaration, it was clear about the need of the end of the war, the end of the aggression, to start the political path toward the two-state solution, which is implementing the state of Palestine and having the rights of the Palestinian people as prerequisite for peace and security in the region.
Okay, and in 10 seconds, Dr. Awad-Allah, would you support the nomination of President Trump for a Nobel Peace Prize?
If the question of Palestine resolved and we have the state of Palestine and all our people are protected from the Israeli aggression, we can nominate him if he do this as a matter of peace and security and prosperity for all in the region.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Ambassador Dr. Omar Awad-Allah. Thank you very much for your time.